Hey, lovely. Welcome back to the Brand Builders Lab podcast. Awesome to have you here. We are continuing on with our series all about scaling with group programs. And we're up to number 2, which is all about knowing what program to create. So, one of the questions that I hear a lot when it comes to creating your group program is how do you know what's going to work? And also, I've got so many different ideas, like I don't know where to start. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I want to make this as simple as possible. Also, just remind you that if you're watching this in real time, I'm going to be running a number of live masterclasses on the 29th of July and the 1st of August. You just have to go to suschadwick.com/online course to come and join me live for those workshops, masterclasses as well, which I've titled How to Get Out of Your Own Way and Finally Build and Launch Your Online Course. So come and join me for that. But when it comes to knowing what program to create, we need to take a step back because this is all going to be aligned with your brand strategy, which I'm hoping that you've done. Your brand strategy is having a clear understanding and idea of what it is that you're building. It's understanding what you want to be known for, what your products and services are going to be, what your differentiator is, obviously your visual brand, your tone of voice, your personality, all the rest of it. But the main thing I really want to talk to here is what is it that you want to be known for? Like, what is that thing? What is your brand about? What are people going to be coming to you for? And then once you know what that umbrella is, so for me, I'm all about helping women to become bold and powerful voices in the world, claim their space with confidence. And I'm a business coach. So I want to be known for helping my clients to really stand out and build a solid brand and a profitable business. So when I think about the programs that I create, there are 3 programs, 3 main programs that I have, which if you've listened to the last episode or you've been around here for a while, you'll know. My first one is Brand Builders Academy. So that helps with the system strategies and structures to be able to get the foundations of your business in place. As a business coach, I work with my clients on the strategy and the tactics of getting their business to a place where they're earning the money that they want and where their business has simple strategies and structures and systems. So, because that's what I do, that's how I can help my clients. And one of the things that I do love is that when somebody comes to me and they want to work with me, then they've got the option. They can either work with me one-on-one, or if they can't afford that or the timing doesn't work for them, then they can go into Brand Builders Academy so that they can work with me in either one. And that goes for all my programs, really, is that they can do any of the things I focus on in my programs one-on-one, or they can go into the specific program that I've built for that. So the first question I want you to ask yourself is, what do you want to be known for? What is it that your clients are going to come to you for? What is it that you help them to do? And get really specific with that, because this isn't about building online courses about everything that you know and everything that you do. When you build an online course, you want to be able to solve a single problem. So the single problem for me with BBA is foundations. Learn how to have good foundations in your business so you know exactly what to do every day in your business to be able to grow and have a profitable business. My second program, which is the Amplify Accelerator, helps my clients to build their online programs, build their personal brand, become a speaker, create a podcast, anything to do with getting them out there and being able to scale their business with group programs. That's what Amplify does. Now, at the end of the day, if I put everything in BBA and everything in Amplify and everything in Bold Speakers Collective and my other programs all together, it would be so overwhelming. So it's not about holding back. It's about being really specific with the outcome that you want your clients to get and the problem that you're solving with that particular program. Once you know what you want to be known for, then you can start to think about, and just start with one. I've been in business for over 10 years as I'm recording this. So these have been built out over time. I didn't just build them all out in like a week. So BBA was started, I think it was 2017. It's had many iterations. So I've built out as I've learned, as my branding's developed, as, strategies have developed, as platforms have changed. I've updated that program. So it really becomes an asset in your business, but I still help my clients with that problem, whether it's in one-on-one coaching or in the program. That's what I help them to do. So I want you to ask yourself, what is the one problem that I want to solve the most right now? It's not that if you choose this, you can't do anything else. It's just about making a decision that this is the problem you're going to solve right now, and this is what you're going to help your clients with. And then it's going to make it really easy for you to map out what that program is going to do. So BBA does one thing, Amplify does another, Bold Speakers Collective, if somebody went through that, it would teach them how to become a confident speaker, how to charge as a speaker, how to create their assets as a speaker. And so that is, once again, a very specific thing that helps my clients to become paid speakers. So just start with one. Once you know, or you think, okay, I think this is what I want to do, hopefully, there's two things I want to say here. If you've been in business for a while, you should know how in demand that is. Like, are there a lot of people that need that? You know, you've probably got your audience in your community, your email list, your social community, etc. Is that a problem that people talk about? Is that a problem that you're known for solving? Is that a problem that you know other people have been successful with? And I think that's a really good thing when it comes to the research. Then if somebody else has got a successful program in it, then you know that there's probably demand there. Like, if you can see it, just think about, how are you going to do this in your way? It's not about doing what somebody else is doing, but it's just about understanding the market and if that's something that is what people would pay for. The other thing that you would absolutely want to do at this point when you're figuring out what to create is have conversations. Like, actually ask the question, what is the problem that people are having? And what other solutions have they looked for? What would they be willing to pay to solve this problem? You've got to be careful with that one as well, because you've got to make sure that you're speaking to the right people as far as where you want to position it. And also thinking about the who. So, for example, when it comes to this particular program, who exactly is it for? Because it may be for beginners or it may be for people that are more advanced. So I just saw somebody who put out a program like today, and it's for businesses that are over $500,000 in gross revenue. So that's a very specific too. So when you are thinking about the program you want to build, think about, who exactly is this for? What level is this for? What is the need that they have? And then how is this program going to meet that need specifically? And the reason that you want to get really specific with it is because if you're trying to teach people everything in the kitchen sink that you know, it's going to be really hard to sell. Because people are like, well, I don't like, are you teaching us all of these things? Like, that's going to be a lot. It's very overwhelming, which is why you just want to make sure that you're being very targeted and specific, because it really helps you with your messaging when it comes to building out your sales page, talking about what the program is for, talking about who it's for. If I was to give you a different example with BBA, then BBA is system, strategies, and structures, and the confidence to be able to build and grow a business, know what you're doing every day, because that's a problem that I hear all the time. Like, I just don't know what to do in my business. Like, how do you know what to charge? How do you know how to manage your money? I don't know how to systemize things. So BBA solves those problems. And then when I talk about the who, I say usually we have three different types of clients in BBA. Number one, you're either starting out and you're building from scratch, and so you want the foundations. Number two, you're somebody who's been in business for a while and you've had some success, but there's no structure or organization in your business. So you don't really know how to grow from here. And the third type of client is somebody who could be multiple six figures, who's just like, I want to shift what I'm doing. I want to change my business. And so I'm going to come into BBA to work through the foundations of the new business that I'm growing, or to get my spark back, or to shift what I'm doing as well. So we've had quite a few clients who are super experienced and have had a lot of success in their business, but they're using BBA to now realign what it is that they're wanting to do and come back and redo the brand strategy, redo the business strategy, redo the systems, etc. even though they've got a lot of experience. So those are the three types of clients. So when you are thinking about the program, then you also really want to be thinking about the who, the what, and the why. Yeah. So who is it for? What is it going to help them to do? Why is this important to them? And so if you can know that on a much deeper level, then you're going to find it a lot easier to be able to narrow down exactly what you're going to be teaching and who you're going to be speaking to. And that who is just so important. Like even writing down exactly who this is for. And if you can think of the client or a number of clients where you're like, oh my gosh, this is exactly for them. So for me, I've had several hundred people going through BBA. And so I can think of all of those clients and what their problems were and where they came to me at and like what they were feeling and thinking and experiencing. And so that's always giving me fuel and content and messaging for always talking about BBA as well. And so you want to do that with the program that you're creating. If you are trying to figure out and know what program to create, ask yourself, what do I want to be known for? And what is the one problem that I want to solve with this program? And who exactly is it for? And why is it important to them? And if you can narrow it down to that, it's going to be a whole lot easier to start designing, building, creating, and launching. If you've got any questions, hit me up on Instagram at Suze Chadwick, and I'll speak to you soon.